If I can go back,
If I could go back,
If I could go back,
If I could go back,
I would start at Votech for my whole 3 years in emergency and protective services instead of starting at AutoMech.
I would be more outgoing and get involved early.
if I can go back to my high school career and do something over again, I will go to all the football games. I will go back and watch all of them, go to away games, home games, go to every Prexy event I possibly could.
Something that I wouldn't change in my high school career would be pretty much every Friday night and every band concert that I've ever had, because to me that's really what made up high school, is the experience of playing under the lights and having people come see you play music for them and getting excited because you guys sounded great and everyone is just congratulating you.
Hi, my name's Shamari, and if I could go back in my old school career, I'd probably try harder in volleyball and get involved in more stuff, because when awards day comes and you really don't have anything, I feel like you'll feel some type of way.
I'm Shelby, and if I could do high school over again, I would have joined the Prexy Performers earlier and tried to have been more outgoing.
My name's Imari Gordon, and one thing I would do over is not move to another high school and stay at Walsh High, as I moved in 10th grade, and I would get more involved in extracurricular activities.
So if I could go back to my days at the park school, I would go back to the courtyard playing bruise ball with Mr. Ray and winning tournaments.
if I could go back, I would go back to freshman year so I could join baseball earlier and have more fun with it, because that's something I wish I experienced more.
If I could go back, I would go back to sophomore year because that was the best experience for me at Walsh High.
if I could go back, I'd probably take it back to about freshman year. I would have joined band a lot earlier if I knew it was going to be this fun for the 2 years I was a part of it. It was a ride for everybody.
If I could go back, I'll most likely go back to my sophomore year to band camp where my chops were completely destroyed. I would try to somehow change that around so I could have been able to play.
Hi, I'm Haley Duncan. If I could change anything in high school, it would be to be more involved in extracurricular activities. Things that I wouldn't change are being in chorus and cheerleading, because you get to go to all the football games and basketball games.
I would go back and manage my time a lot better.
throughout high school and school in general, I really enjoyed band. It was a really great experience. It gives you a second family, and the trips are really fun. You get to go to Disney.
If I could go back, I would do the Prexy Performers all over again. That was my favorite thing. I've done all high school.
Hello, I'm Taylor. If I could do high school over again, I would stand up for myself because I got bullied, and I would also get involved a lot more.
If I could go back, I would do 100 more activities. That's what makes us human, is the things that we do, and it's really important to be involved in a lot of things.
If I could go back, I'd probably go back to sophomore year. From then on, it was a pretty good high school career and a lot of fun. Wouldn't really redo many things differently, but it'd be nice to live things again.
If I had to go back, I would go back to junior year. We got to do the boogie cadence for the blackout assembly, and that was a lot of fun.
If I could go back, I'd probably join band, just because they do a lot of cool stuff, and I've always wanted to learn an instrument.
If I could go back, I would take everything in more and enjoy it more and not stress out about school and other outside things, because they don't matter as much as you think they do in the moment.
If I could go back, I'd go back to the beginning of my senior year and I'd play football one last season for my senior year. Not because they want a Whitfield ring this year, just because I'd like to play one more season with all my friends.
If I could go back, I probably would have been myself more and had more fun with people, got to know people better.
If I could do high school over, I would be less overwhelmed by grades in school, and I would enjoy things more, instead of wishing them away.
If I could go back, I would want to join more clubs and try new things, because I was afraid to try new things, but now I'm more open to it. I got to do the Prexy Performers play, and that was so much fun, and I wish I would have done that earlier.
I probably would not have been on any social media. That probably made me too busy, or I made myself too busy to do anything else social in my life.
If I could go back, I would change, I would actually focus on my grades and my behavior from freshman year to senior year because it has a huge impact.
I would be involved in a lot more groups.
If I could go back, I would remind myself that everything leads up to senior year, and I would try to be more mature in my freshman, sophomore year.
If I could go back to any time in my high school career, I would go back to the beginning of my senior year and change what classes I took. I ended up taking work release and then got that switched to all study halls, which turned out to be really boring. So if I could give you some advice, I would say take classes that you think you would enjoy rather than study halls.
If I could go back to relive a high school year over again, I would definitely go back to my sophomore year. It was definitely my favorite because of band and cross country. Band let me meet a lot of friends and taught me a lot about music.
If I had the choice, I would not go to cyber school and just stay in school because I miss a lot of opportunities and I wish I had stayed.
Also, junior year, I would have loved not to procrastinate as much. Would have saved me a lot of stress.
And if I could go back, I would definitely show more appreciation for the little things, like spending time with my friends and family, because you get to this point and there's not really a lot of time for that stuff anymore. And it's sad to see that, but that's what I'd change.
If I could relive anything, it would definitely be like football season and cheering because I have so much fun, and like the bond that I made with my team over the couple years that I've been here has been amazing.
One thing I wouldn't change is how I went through high school with my academics. I wouldn't change my grades and everything else.
I definitely regret not trying hard enough freshman year with my grades because it put a damper on my GPA and I had to start from the bottom and bring it up my senior year. So,
if I could go back, I would definitely start looking at colleges sooner because I don't think you get enough time if you start your senior year. So definitely start freshman year and try hard all your years because it really does pay off.
If I could go back, I would just I'd ball out, have a great time, and enjoy it.